What is going on, guys? Rewinds here, and in this video we are pretty much going to be having a discussion about Boruto 2 Blue Vortex manga chapter number 15. So we're roughly about, I want to say, 6 to 7 days away from the manga chapter, and we should be getting a sneak preview leak pretty soon, and we should also be getting spoilers, I think, in about maybe 3 to 5 days from when this video is posted. So I figured let's have a quick discussion about something that may happen in this next chapter or possibly the one after. I feel like this is something that is going to be a big part of the next arc, and that would be the return of Code. So a few little details actually. If you guys have not had a chance to watch my video on the interview between Kishimoto and Ikimoto, the plan was actually to initially kill Code off, apparently, at some point in Boruto Naruto Next Generations section of the manga. So Code could have really died sooner. I think maybe they could have kept him around in 2 Blue Vortex and killed him off at the start too, if that's what their plan was. But according to them, plans had changed, so they probably have some sort of bigger plan for him now going forward. I obviously don't know what that is for sure, but if you guys have any theories of your own, feel free to share them in the comments. But I feel like he's going to serve some sort of purpose in defeating these Shinju creatures, since he's the one who ended up also modifying them and making these creatures, have this emotional intelligence now. I feel like Code could be useful in some way of perhaps helping shut them down, or at least help prevent the creation of more of them. Just preventing it from getting way out of hand. I feel like that could be some sort of way they use Code, but who knows. The main thing, though, I do want to talk about regarding Code is that I feel like Code is going to return in this next upcoming arc in Boruto 2 Blue Vortex. Code has not been seen now, I believe, since chapter 4 of 2 Blue Vortex. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's that one. It was the one where Boruto pulled up to the coordinates of where the Ten Tails was, and he got to fight some of the Shinju, and along with that, Code was also on that scene, but Code decided to escape instead of help Boruto. So this makes you wonder right now where Code could be and what exactly he's planning. So I feel like this next arc is going to be some sort of mission that regards the Sand Village. This could be a assistance slash rescue arc that we have coming up. So I feel like what's going to happen is we're going to go over there to that village possibly, and we're going to be following probably Team 7 along with maybe the new Inoshikacho, and I feel like they're going to send Konohamaru to tag along on this mission as well. And as they're possibly aiding Gaara and some of the others over there, especially, now with Shinki captured, I feel like this Shinki-like Shinju is actually going to show up over there. And that's probably going to lead to Boruto having to come over there too. I don't know exactly, of course, how they're going to write it, but I feel like it's inevitable that we're going to get a Boruto versus Shinki Shinju encounter. And I know they said his name. I think it was Rai, but I might be wrong. So I'm just going to call him Shinki Shinju for the sake of this video. I'll look his name up later. But that Shinju, I feel like, is going to be a big part of the next arc. I feel like we're going to get to see a fight go down between Boruto and him. And I feel like a fight involving Gaara would be pretty cool as well. I just want to see how Gaara also interacts with Boruto, and just seeing, the general view of Boruto by the village of the sand. So that's something I feel like could be cool to see. And in general, I feel like as all this stuff is going on, I actually do feel like Code is going to attack. I think Code is pretty much still completely against Boruto, and Code is going to try the best he can to still sabotage Boruto. So I feel like Code's return is inevitable at some point. Code also just, if you guys remember from the end of Boruto Naruto Next Generation's manga, I believe it was right around that chapter 70 mark, we had that Code versus Shikamaru fight too, and Shikamaru was told by Code that Code pretty much swore that he would kill him. And I feel like that could be a premise too that we possibly go over. Not necessarily an immediate thing, but I feel like we could get put in a spot where Shikamaru might be in some trouble against Code, and maybe Code kind of tries getting back at Shikamaru by going for Shikadai, perhaps, if Shikadai's on this mission. So I feel like that's a possibility, but in general, if Code just blindly attacked the village, we know Code is pretty damn strong, but Shikamaru definitely will have some tactics to help out, and if Code shows up, we're probably going to have Delta still around to help out too. And generally Kawaki's there as well, but I do feel like Kawaki's going to be sent on this mission to the sand. But that's kind of my loose thoughts on what's going to be happening with Code going down the line. I figured I may as well bring it up. Definitely let me know, guys, though, what you guys think about Code and his future involvement coming up in these next few chapters. Do you guys believe that Code is actually going to show up? Do you guys think Code is kind of on the sideline for a little bit? Do you guys believe maybe Kishimoto and Ikimoto don't even really have plans for him going forward? Because, I mean, there's been some past instances where Kishimoto has been suggested by his editors to keep certain people alive, and Kishimoto does do that, but then he doesn't really use those characters as much going forward in the story. For example, I believe that that's something that happened with Rock Lee and Neji as well, for example. So those are two examples of characters that, even though, yeah, they were still around, they had their moments, they were used, but they weren't used as much as they were used back in part 1. So I'm wondering if Code is kind of falling through to a similar fate, or if Code actually has a bigger purpose going forward in the story. I personally hope they use him. I'm not a big fan of Code by any means, but I feel like he's due some get back, especially because of how dirty they've done him in certain scenes. I don't think he should get that get back on a select few characters that I'm thinking of, but I do feel like they should do something for him to make him seem more like a threat. But the way we're going right now, he might even end up on the good side potentially eventually. So it's possible, but not 100%. But that's pretty much it for my thoughts. I do wish, they weren't like so scattered around about Code, but there's a couple different things I feel like they can do with them. So hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. Definitely let me know what you guys think too of what Code's going to be doing in this next arc. And yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel if you guys are new. And as always, I hope you guys have a good day or night whenever you guys are watching this video. I'm Rewinds, and I'm out.